right, you guys? Podcast time.
Chew. It's quieter.
Fucking podcasting right now.
Chew quieter.
And now, to the podcast studio.
Okay, we're back. It's Chew Quieter.
We've been gone a little
You
bit.
know, it's been a while.
Who's this guy?
Hi.
That guy? That's just JD.
Oh, JD. Hey, you doing, JD?
Yeah.
I'm back
He's back.
to talk about good to talk about good stuff. To talk about good stuff this time. Yeah.
We're waiting on Chris. If he joins us, But he's a business owner. You know, he's busy. He's got, plus his daughter's in town, so he's running around right now. Said he might join us late. So if he joins us, he joins us. Mom, Meham, that's why you don't see him. We didn't kick him out yet. I can't wait for him to come on because I'd like to ask him why he didn't invite me to the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah. Every time he comes to East Tennessee, he never hollers, never lets me know, and I always send him a text. I'm like, "Thanks for the invite, mate."
Yeah. So we haven't been on in a while. Just our schedules have been kind of crazy. I can't remember really the last time we've recorded an episode, but I think it was before the holiday, right?
What holiday?
I believe so.
4th of July.
Fourth of July?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I was on in June, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I can't remember anymore.
I don't know.
July kind of just, I don't know. That was a weird month for me. Like fireworks, family visiting. My dad visited, and
We had one after because we talked about your dad and his wife visiting, so it had to be right after. It had been right after it was the last one because we did talk about because we did talk about your dad and his wife coming out and the fireworks.
Yeah, told you July was just crazy for me. So
yeah,
plus I'm getting older. My memory is just shit now.
Yeah, that's how it happens too.
Yeah. You know, I guess they say it's part of getting old, but I kind of refuse to believe that because I've seen a lot of really smart old people. Well, I don't say smart, but you know, with it.
Old
Much
people
more
keeping
with
their
it
wits.
than I am. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it, and that's the thing with like what they call like the early onset Alzheimer's or Alzheimer's, that memory loss that goes down that people seem to have.
Where am I?
I think mine is drug induced, but that's a whole different story.
Well, that's a whole different story. Yeah, I know nothing much about what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
So one of my friends. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I would be drinking some whiskey right now, but my wife decided to have a couple of glasses last night while I was having some beers, so that's gone.
So I know you tend to gulp whiskey. Does she do the same thing?
Yeah, actually, she got it from me. I think she was just like, I need to keep up. He might say something. So next thing you know, we're both having 4-finger pours and.
Oh gosh, I've had to learn my limits and start sipping rather than gulping because once it gets to a certain point, I get myself in trouble. So I have to.
If you're on your trouble, what are you doing?
I've learned my lesson.
Put my phone away. You know.
Yeah. I've learned my lesson. I will do a lot. I will drink a lot of whiskey if, I'm just gonna like hang out and chill. Like I'm putting the phone down. We're gonna watch a movie or two, that sort of thing. But otherwise, I'm just having like 1 or 2 drinks, not 4 or 5.
Well, if you're doing a 4-finger pour, I mean, that's quite a bit right there.
That's a whole.
So
yeah, but I think
that's with Armando. I have oversized glasses. That's a 4-finger pour right there.
It's a whole glass.
Yeah, we pour
whole
full
glass.
glasses. We do pour full glass. Well, the thing is, I think my tolerance is just different because I can have 1 glass and like, okay, it's like a gummy. All right, when's it hit? When's it kick in? I feel it, but nothing's really happening. I should have another gummy.
Yeah, and then the second one kicks in right as
one
the
drink.
first one's kicking in, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
1 drink, wait 10 minutes, and then do the next one. Right.
That's the rule for the gummy too, but most people don't realize it.
You don't follow it.
I don't follow that. I mean, Armando gave me a bag full of gummies one time, and I just like gobbled a few, and he's like, chill out.
It's like, fuck. I'm like, I would die, but you do you, boo.
Where were we?
Travis's wedding.
Oh, that's right.
In Georgia.
What kind of gummies were these?
They were the good kind.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like, were they Delta 9, Delta 8? Were they THC?
No,
I mean, what were they?
they were.
No, that was THC. It was
So they were the real stuff.
it was Arizona ones.
Oh, okay.
It's recreational here, so gotta be 21
Yeah.
and you can go get whatever you want.
So the funny thing was, we go back to the hotel after the reception, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's go back. We're gonna go out and drink again." So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna pop a few more." So I think I had like 5 within 2 or 3 hours.
And each one is 10 milligrams. So he's like 50 milligrams in, and I'm like, I would be out for 3 days. I eat a quarter of one, and that's a lot.
If I have one, I'm good.
No, a
I'm
quarter
good for a while.
One would knock me out till tomorrow. A quarter of one is what I get to have.
Oh, the next day I was super fucked.
Oh yeah, tired.
I was
as hell.
hungover.
Oh,
I drank a lot too.
yeah, plus we drank a lot. That didn't help.
No.
Well, Armando can relate to this. The only time I've had more than one gummy at one time was when I was on my way to Utah in 2021 in an RV, driving down the mountain from Denver, heading towards Steamboat and Vail and all that. And this guy was Brent, I think was his name, the one whose RV burnt down. Remember that, Armando? His RV caught on fire after the event.
Yes.
He was flying down the mountain at like 75 miles an hour in an RV, and we've got a tandem. We had a big trailer on the back with my Jeep and his Jeep on it,
Yeah.
and we're going back and forth like this the whole time. And of course, I'm sure Armando remembers my buddy Landon. Landon just popped 4 or 5 and went to sleep. He's like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in my sleep.
And sweet dreams too with those.
I took 2 and was sitting in the front seat, and that great big picture window. And I'm just like, whoa, I can see the whole world from here. This is amazing. Wow. Hey, Landon. Oh, he's asleep. Never mind.
I made that same trip.
Might be dead.
I made that same trip with Sean Polistrini from Denver to Moab. It was for EJS. I'm his passenger. He's in his Jeep. The whole time we didn't know it, but his rear track bar bracket was broken. So the whole time he's like, "Hey, this Jeep's feeling squirrely. What's going on?" He's doing like 80 miles an hour in his Jeep. He's trying to break his record for driving from Denver to Moab.
We all do that. Whatever destination.
So we get to Vail Pass, and all of a sudden we hit traffic, and there's a little bit of snow still, so there's a lot of splashback, and his windshield wipers weren't working really well. So we get to some traffic, and he's outside of his Jeep trying to reach out, trying to scrub his windshield. He's wearing flip-flops. His flip-flop gets stuck between the brake and the gas pedal. He accidentally gasses it and rear ends a fucking trailer at the summit.
Holy cow.
I miss Sean.
Funny thing is, we get to Moab, and we run into the fucking guy, the same guy that he hit at the gas station like a couple hours later.
I told Brent we should have gone south of Denver and then gone up. It would have been a lot easier. He's like, "Oh, no, this is fine. I can do this, no problem." This is the same guy that launched his Jeep at 67 miles an hour off of the sand dune and flew, I don't know, 60, 70 feet, and then landed and bent a Dana 60 axle like it was a pipe cleaner. Just
He smiled.
It was, yeah. He was a little freaked out. He was good.
Troy Gayton has a great video of it.
Yeah. Do you guys remember David? I think his last name was Bruton. He was a Denver Broncos football player that was a Jeeper.
remember the name. I don't remember her face, but I've heard of it.
This guy had the fucking shit luck with Jeeps. So the Jeep was really built. It was built really well. We were on Wheeler Lake in Colorado. Armando knows the trail really well. So it's the section right before you start the climb up to the lake. You make that sharp switchback.
Yeah.
So he's coming down, and apparently something happened, and he went off of that ledge, and his Jeep rolled a few times down that hill. He's also the same guy that has that was doing something for Northridge 4x4 back then, and he was jumping his Jeep in the dunes in Moab. And there's video of him jumping it, and as soon as he lands, the fucking axle just breaks.
Jeez. Yeah, that's bad luck.
I mean, come on, let's face it. You're not supposed to jump a fucking Jeep.
No.
So is this Bruton guy one of the guys that like goes to, what's that place in Arizona, Armando? Starwood Motors?
No, Starwood was in Texas.
Okay, Texas. But you can
they're
like you can like get a Jeep with get a Jeep with Lamborghini paint and Lamborghini leather seats, or get a Jeep where your seats were made of baseball glove leather or something like that.
Yeah.
And all these professional athletes were buying Jeeps from them.
Yeah,
no, this wasn't like that. This was actual. Long story short, a dealership back in Boulder, Colorado, was doing a lot of work. That was the shop that was going to be Northridge 4x4 Denver. Okay. So this shop built it pretty well. It had Dana 60s. I think it had a Hemi in it. It was done really well, but it's still, I mean, you're not supposed to jump a fucking Jeep. I mean, you can do anything you want, but you're not, just because you can doesn't mean you're supposed to.
If you want to jump a Jeep, put a Baja suspension underneath it.
Yeah.
Get some motor-built trusses. Put some motor-built trusses on it.
I've been having the itch lately to build a go-kart. There's a go-kart track near my house. And I've been watching these guys on YouTube, like converting these EV motors into go-karts.
Into electric go-karts.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
and they're doing like 80 miles an hour.
All right, just tell Jen to double up the life insurance.
Yeah.
Because you're going all the way through that wall.
Dude, I was on a back road in my car, and I come across this vehicle, and I just happen to have the split lane where I can pass them, a passing lane. I didn't realize it was a civilian-looking postal truck because it didn't have its flashers on, and he was about to make a left from the right-hand lane, and I was passing him going into the left lane. So I'm like 100 miles an hour just driving by this guy. He doesn't see me in time, and he almost clipped me.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, fuck, I guess that's the last time I'm driving that fast with the sun going down.
Yeah, that'll get you.
On the backcountry road.
Yeah.
I'll do it in the morning or when there's more daylight, but not when it's dark.
That dusk where the shadows and the light all combine, and you're all of a sudden you got the sun in your eyes, and all of a sudden it's dark and shadowy, and you're like, okay, my eyes aren't really poised for speed here.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about sudden movements and aggressive driving and a lot of defensive driving since I bought that little Mini Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
People don't notice you in a Mini Cooper. They just don't see you. It's like being on a Harley. And people don't see you. I mean, Honda Civics sit higher than I do. So
is that little thing skating on grass also like motorbikes?
Oh, it is. It literally. I mean, if I wanted to go underneath it and do any work, I have to jack it up on both ends and put it on jack stands because it's that far above the ground.
Yeah, but the good thing is you can just pick it up
right now.
Yeah, I could just pick it up.
You just pick it up, run it, and just pull it back down.
So,
come on.
I have that problem right now. My car's low, and I don't have anything that I can lift it with. Like, I want to be able to do basic work to it, but I don't have a lift. I don't have
buy
jack.
a NASCAR.
I don't have jack stands.
You can buy a NASCAR jack that'll work on it.
Yeah.
Those low
No,
profile NASCAR jacks that literally are like that tall.
no, they
See, I
And will
sold
lift
everything
up like
before I
4
moved.
tons.
I sold everything before I moved from Denver to Tennessee, just so I'm moving light, because we packed everything in one of those shipping containers,
Oh yeah.
and then so I sold my jack stands, my 2 jacks, floor jacks. I had all kinds of shit that I was always working on my Jeep in my garage, so I had a lot of shit. So I sold that stuff. I kept all my tools, but I just sold the stands and the jacks. So
yeah, you need.
I don't think I
I'm gonna
would
send
be
you a
able
link.
to use those for the car anyways right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to a jack. Essentially, it folds up onto the wall in your garage,
Mhm.
and then you can pull it down, and it just middle of the frame and comes up, and then gives you a couple feet of clearance.
Is it hydraulic or air?
There's hydraulic, and then there's some that are manual.
Okay.
What's the weight capacity on it?
The small one is 6,000 pounds. The big one is 10,000 pounds.
Okay.
It's enough.
Perfect.
That's more than you need. The small one is all you really need. And they're like $2,600, $2,700.
Yeah, and if anything, I'm going to be taking weight out of the car anyway. So
I mean, basically, I could probably use a lawnmower jack to jack up the Mini Cooper. So
next thing I'm doing to that car, though, is I'm upgrading the radio. It doesn't have anything that's touch screen, no nav or anything like that, and it's just.
oh, it has no technology.
I mean, for its time, it has all the technology for its time. It's just I happened to bought the year that the very next year was the refresh that had all
Okay.
of the
All the
upgrades.
stuff. Yeah, but they would
See,
have.
mine has nothing.
full-
It has no backup cameras. It doesn't have any USB ports. It literally has an aux port.
Mm.
That's it, like a little 1/8 inch headphone jack aux port.
Next to a
I
cigarette
became so-
lighter.
I became so used to looking at a nav and having a nav, even though I know where I'm going,
Mhm.
and then having
it's always
my
there.
Spotify and all that stuff right there too. I'm just so used to it.
Yeah, most companies make like some sort of retrofit for every vehicle now, Android Auto or something
Yeah.
like that, Android Radio.
Yeah, they make it. It's just I have to buy it. I've been putting all my money into the motor, making that go faster. So next focal point's going to be the head unit. It'll probably be an Android Auto thing.
Or not Android,
so.
yeah, an Android.
It's good
base,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I bought my E38. So it was a 740IL from '96. I bought it back in 2004 and had it till 2010. And by the time I sold that car to that Middle Eastern guy from Atlanta, I had done everything I had replaced it was showroom condition, but I had we put a turbocharger on that 4-liter V8, so it was fast. I actually put a license plate on it that said HEMIETR,
It's-
Hemi Eater, because there were guys in Hemis that were trying to race me, and there's no badging on the vehicle to let them know what I had underneath the hood. It was a total sleeper, but every time I went in for an oil change, there's another $1,500 worth of work that needed to be done.
You know, it's funny. There's a lot of tons of video out there of BMWs just gapping Chargers, Challengers, Mustangs, all these heavy fucking V8s, just gapping them.
Yeah,
I don't know why anyone would still buy those cars.
it's my favorite thing is the Charger, the Challenger step up to me, and I'm in the Stinger. I'm like, oh, this boy wants to play.
Yeah.
Oh, this boy has no idea what he's in for.
Yours
I was,
is turbo or twin turbo?
Twin turbo.
Oh man, so yeah, you got the good one.
Yeah, so I was on the freeway going to Phoenix, and this guy pulls up next to me, and he like takes off, and I'm like, all right, and he goes, and he's like, and I just go hit the button, and it just goes, it spools and is gone, and I passed him about 120, and he was barely getting to about 90 from 65. I was like,
You have launch mode on that car too, don't you?
yeah, I can pull the launch. It actually does have a Ultimate 9 in it too.
Does it have an electronic wastegate or diverter valve, or is it a?
No, it's all blow off. It's all BFE. So even with no tune, I haven't touched it at all. It's completely stock. Other than, and I don't even think we even turn on the Ultimate 9, but just running at a launch, just in sport mode at a launch, it'll kind of overtake most anything.
They make an Ultimate 9 for the Cooper too, but that's a 3-cylinder engine. Literally, it's a 3. I popped it in, looked at it, and went, that is a 3-cylinder engine. Holy crap! I thought it was a 4. That's a 3-cylinder engine. It's
Got that
giving
off
me
the
that kind
shelf
of
at
power.
Harbor Freight.
No, it's not even an S or one of those John Cooper works. It's just a standard Mini Cooper Clubman, the extended version.
Yeah.
But it's a quick little car.
Yeah, they do a lot with those little motors now.
I'm not going to race anybody in it, but
No,
I mean, you can. Doesn't mean you
I don't want to.
I don't like losing.
You know,
we talked about this earlier.
when I
You
sit
can
in
do anything
it,
you want.
When I sit in it, it automatically just goes anyway. So
one thing that I have noticed though is my car has developed a rattle, and it's just driving it's driving me nuts. And it's in the overhead dome, the light. So I think the bulb either came out or the bracket's just loose or something. But anytime I hit a bump,
it would already been taken out already. May not have been put back in, but it would have been taken out.
well, I started thinking like, should I just rip out the headliner and just put the roll cage in now? That'll really get rid of the noise. It'll generate another noise. It'll get rid of that noise.
Well, so when you
by the time you're done with this, what did you say is an F-22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But by the time you're done with that, it's just going to be really loud and have just a big roll cage inside of it. And you're going to have a bigger Recaro seat wrapping around you, and
no, just a big aluminum racing seat is.
Every time he gets in the car, he has to put on a Hans device and a helmet.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
No, I mean the car's so cheap. Eventually, there's going to be a lot of stuff done to it. You know, like a bigger air intake manifold, pistons, the whole shebang. You know what I mean? So,
you have a maintenance guy in Shelbyville where you live that can work on it?
I do not, but there is a shop that I did go to for something else to get my tune. So I'll probably just go there to have them do it. Everything that they had in the shop.
Shameless plug. But if you need work done to your BMW, there's a great place here in Knoxville called European Auto Garage.
Okay.
They are amazing.
Don't think I'll be driving that far for work on my BMW, but in case I move. Yeah. But yeah, everything that they had in that shop was like high end BMW, 7 Series, M Series, this M Series, that Porsche. They had all kinds of German stuff, so it looked like they knew what they were doing.
Nice.
Then they had a dyno there for all-wheel drive, so I was like, perfect. Figure out what's going on in here and how many horses I'm pulling.
Yeah, nice,
excellent.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this thing really dialed in. I'm not in a hurry. I'm excited.
I'm just in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just in a hurry.
I mean, the way I figure it, just on the base line stuff that all these manufacturers have put out, I'm probably at 400 horsepower right now, which is not bad.
And 3,000 pounds, 2,800 pounds.
Yeah.
4-cylinder or 6?
6.
6, okay.
Single turbo. But I guess that turbo, it from what I read, it's not a basic turbo. It does like a push-pull thing on it. I don't know. I couldn't understand it. Yeah,
a sequential turbo.
It's a bigger turbo than what's in the twin turbos.
Oh, okay. It's a single turbo, so it's not sequential. So it's just a single turbo.
Anyway, that'll be fun to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully, I won't be old and wearing white New Balance sneakers and short jean shorts with the polo shirt tucked in, driving a Corvette.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Don't forget those New Balance have to be the E-width wide, and they have to be tall too.
With white tube socks.
Yes, with white tube socks going up about a quarter of the way up the ankle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see no problem with this.
I have really big feet, so I'm kind of there already.
As soon as they open the door, all you hear is Toto blaring out the stereo. Africa.
Christopher Cross sailing.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Doobie Brothers, what a fool believes.
I love my yacht rock, man.
Yeah, the Yacht Rock channel and Sirius XM.
Yeah. Let your nanny pick up those kids' toys. You get a what's it say? You get a coolie and sit back and watch her do it. You ever hear the interludes that they do for that?
No.
I've heard a few of the ones that they talk about the perfect music to sit back and enjoy with a Bartles and James wine cooler.
Yeah. They're very witty. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier, though. How
Sirius XM.
The classic rock. Would you say there was the other one, the new wave, or the new age?
One called First Wave, which is
First wave.
Back in the '80s. Those groups like Duran Duran and ABC and
Cure.
New Order and The Cure and all that from the '80s.
Yeah.
All that music from when I was, my early years in college, and just wow, want to listen to it.
Dude, just the other day I had that fucking song stuck in my head from Aha.
Take on Me.
Yeah.
The worst.
A lot of people don't realize they had another hit. They had another hit
Which one?
called The Sun Always Shines on TV or something like that.
Never heard.
That was
All
the
I hear in
second
my
hit,
head
and
is-
it didn't even do half of what the original one did. And they're famous for the
I'm sure.
original. So
It was the video.
yeah,
The video was cutting edge.
they exhausted their whole budget for everything on that video, and they became
It paid off.
millionaires because of it.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about the times. Just before that, Dire Straits, Money for Nothing,
Money
Chicks for
for
Free.
Nothing.
It was that robotic type
Mhm.
cartoon.
that stop
What-
motion.
which is-
And the Cars doing You Might Think.
Yeah.
That video for You Might Think was ahead of its time back when it came out.
And then Peter Gabriel did Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer and Big Time, both. Yeah, those
Herbie,
are amazing
Herbie
videos.
Herbie Hancock had that other one that was all robotic also.
Rocket.
Rocket, yeah.
Gosh,
So I mean, back
keep
that's
talking.
when
I'll keep talking. I'll keep dating myself. Oh Lord.
those videos were cutting edge, and now we just have chicks twerking and trap houses being flashed and money being thrown at the camera, and
Or rock bands standing in the middle of a field.
yeah,
At
it's the
dusk.
same shit.
Are there actual music videos made now?
Yeah,
I don't think
they
I've,
still make them.
I
It's
don't
part of
think
their
I've
contracts now. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a music video in 20 years.
You have to go to YouTube.
I don't do that.
You should go watch the videos for this band called OK Go.
I've heard the band.
They have some of the they spend a year and a half, 2 years just planning a video, and everything is just so perfect. And their videos are so creative. You just type in OK Go. The first one they ever did, they recorded their song, and they were all on treadmills during the video, and they did all this choreography on treadmills. They did another one where they used
You're not painting a good picture here. I'm already out.
no, but I mean, OK Go is the name of the band. Just pull up OK Go on YouTube and watch all the videos.
Treadmill, like on Jamiroquai, when Jamiroquai's video came out, he was kind of like on a treadmill system like that, or they were on real treadmills?
They were on real treadmills, jumping back and forth between them, running, walking, and singing, and lip syncing their words to their song at the same time.
I think I remember this now. It sounds super familiar now. Yeah.
Amazing stuff. I mean, music is changing so much. I was talking to Gabe before we got on about, we have our morning meeting at work, and my boss, our program director, talks about what's trending, and it's amazing to think that there's music trending in classic rock, but classic rock is changing. It is. It's not the Elton John and Beatles and Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix you used to listen to. Now you have bands like Sublime and Limp Bizkit and Creed and Green Day and others that are, two doors down, starting to creep in. Because if you ask somebody who's, let's say, 25 to 30 years old, what do you think is classic rock? They're going to say the same thing that most people do. They're going to mention a few of the classic bands like Led Zeppelin, Beatles, Rolling Stones, but then they're going to start throwing in some stuff that's going to, they're going to go, what about Limp Bizkit? I was a kid when Limp Bizkit came out, and now I'm an adult and I've got kids. And classic is they used to define it by saying classic rock is music that's 20 years old or more. It's completely changed.
So what would you say now is the Zeppelin era? Is that vintage rock? What would you call it?
It's still classic rock.
Still classic. That's still classic
Yeah.
rock.
So now they're
Still
just bringing in different era into classic rock.
It's just expanding how much classic rock there is out there in the library.
But when you have songs like Wild Thing by the Troggs, Louie Louie, I'm trying to think, Bang a Gong by T-Rex, those songs are starting to trend down into the oldies sector now. Like Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones, you'll hear that on our oldies station. You'll hear a lot of Beatles songs, the most popular Beatles songs from their early years. You'll hear that on an oldies station now.
So
But
is that
you listen to
a
my
lot
station,
of that
I would
the
think that-
oldies?
Yeah, I would think that's fine though, because a lot of the early Beatles stuff were cover songs that were
Yeah.
older than them, so that would make sense. But when you get into Sgt. Pepper's, then you have a gray line.
right? You get into the psychedelic Beatles, and then things start to change.
Yeah.
Because I've had multiple meetings at work talking about what we do a test once every quarter. We invite, I forgot how many people. We do an even amount of guys and an even amount of girls, all within our demographic, which is 25 to 54. And we put them in two different rooms, the women in one, the men in the other, and we give them this little control panel. The control panel has what looks like a dial on it, and the dial sits at 0. And we'll play the hook of a song. If they like it, if it's one of their favorite songs, they turn the dial all the way up. If they hate it, they turn it all the way down. If they're indifferent, they leave it in the middle. Or if they like it a little bit, they turn it a little bit. And we determine what we're playing by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what trends and what tests well, because 1 month Queen will be really, really, really heavy. The next month it'll be Van Halen. The next month it'll be Van Halen, but it'll be with Sammy Hagar, not David Lee Roth. But recently it has been all these bands like Creed, like Stained, like Sublime. I mean, the Beastie Boys song, Fight for Your Right to Party, Sabotage, that has bled in there. And plus a lot of people a lot of artists that are guitarists, that are instrumental guitarists, like Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Eric Johnson, they have started to bleed in. And their most popular songs are starting to get played on classic rock stations. Not necessarily ours, but it just depends on what region of the country you live in.
Mm-hmm.
Because Big 100 in Washington, D.C., their lineup could be a whole lot different than ours, because ours is, we're a southern station. So you're going to hear a lot of Skinner. You're going to hear a lot of 38 Special. You're going to hear a lot of ZZ Top. But you start going north, you get above that Mason-Dixon line, and you hear Skinner a whole lot less. Up there, you hear Sweet Home Alabama, and Freebird. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't hear 38 Special that often, except for their greatest hits. But down here, a lot of it.
As it should be.
Yeah. I had a friend that was a program director for a station in Denver, and the dude took to drinking a lot. And I think I see why now. I mean, he's very long term sober now, so good for him. But back then, he was. I think that might have stressed him out a lot. Is trying to keep up with the times, like you said. And
My program director is a Sunday school teacher. He's the most perfect guy to have as a boss in the whole entire world. He's part boss. He's part dad. He's part philosopher. He's been working in the business for almost 50 years now.
Damn.
I've been in it for 40. So
music is cyclical. It's forever evolving. I think people's taste evolve over time too, because now I go back and listen to some of the things that I used to like, and I skip over it. Like, it's in my playlist. I'm like, why is this in my playlist? I don't even like the song.
that's what I love about like Spotify and Apple Music. You can go back and listen to those songs that you'd forgotten about. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, you had to go to, once they outlawed Napster, you had to go to LimeWire and Kazaa and find your old songs and hope to God you didn't get a virus by downloading it.
Well, not only that, but you had to hope that whoever uploaded it used the right artist and title of the song too.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't just a recording from the freaking radio.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I downloaded a song thinking it was the song that I wanted, and it was the right song, but the artist was titled the wrong artist.
Yeah.
Like all those stupid movie apps that you can download on your Prime, your Amazon, whatever, the stupid movie apps, and this long list of Superman. You go down and you click it, and it's somebody who literally had their phone up on their chest watching Superman at the movie theater.
Well, that was like when you buy the those pirate DVDs or videos of the movies that were in the theater still. And it would be like a guy that just bootleg with a camera.
Do you remember the DivX back when Circuit City was around?
Yeah,
they were called DivX. It was a DVD that was self-depreciating. So it was a depreciating DVD. You could get maybe 2 or 3 plays out of it, and then it wouldn't play anymore. The quality just went. You buy it for like $12.95, and then you play the movie 3 times, and it's gone. Toss it out.
I had a friend that somehow got a hold of a studio copy of the movie Friday, and it was still time coded on the bottom for like studio viewing, and so that summer it was like I had it for like 3 months before it actually came out. So that summer I would have all my friends over all the time, and we'd just get drunk and stoned and watch that fucking movie all the fucking time.
I love that movie.
So the movie actually then came out, and it was completely different. It was edited completely different from the tape
what
that
you
I
guys
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was still the same premise and everything.
I have a DVD of a pirated version of Taken, the original Taken, to where his torture and interrogation of that first guy is completely different than what you saw on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
I
can't believe there was a Taken 2. Like, how stupid can you be to get taken fucking twice?
There was Taken 3.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Famke Janssen, she got killed in that.
And now this motherfucker's doing the Naked Gun.
I love it.
Oh man, I'm not gonna watch this.
No, if there's one thing that a very serious actor like a Liam Neeson can do, is do comedy. I mean, seriously, because nobody's expecting it. I love it.
I barely liked the first ones.
I think Pamela Anderson should put her makeup back on, but other than that,
you barely liked the first ones.
Yeah, they were cheesy.
That's
just
the whole point. Yeah, it was
cheesy.
like the original Airplane.
They're worth watching once.
What?
Barely once.
Oh, Airplane was just Airplane and Airplane 2 was just stupid. Airplane 2 with William Shatner walking up to the doors going, and then the door would open up and it would shut.
I'll tell you what though, I don't know why, and I think it's just pure nostalgia. I am looking forward to Spaceballs 2.
Yeah, me too. I hope Mel makes it when it's released because he's
Yeah.
almost 100.
This is all going over Armando's head, by the way, because he doesn't watch movies.
I watch Spaceballs. Come on. I'm just.
I don't like movies.
No, it's not the movie.
I can't go to the movies. I can't sit there.
I won't go
The
sit in
first time I
movies.
watched Spaceballs when
I'll
when they
I'll
went
pay extra to get in
ludicrous
early
speed,
though.
when they went to ludicrous speed,
Yeah.
and then they went so fast that I saw the screen. I thought something was wrong with the screen.
The
Whenever
plaid. We go to plaid. We go to plaid.
and then he goes, "I need gone plaid." And I spit my drink out of my mouth. I busted out laughing. I rewound it, played it back again. I laughed so much watching that movie.
No, that's a great
Comb the
movie.
desert until you find them.
Oh my
Got the
god!
big
Man,
comb.
we ain't found shit. I mean, you got to think about it. This guy's coming from the same people that made Blazing Saddles.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mel Brooks, the comic genius of Mel Brooks is ridiculous, and I don't think that this Spaceballs 2 is going to be the genius of Mel Brooks. Like, you go Blazing Saddles, History of the World Part 1, Spaceballs, you just go through the whole
Robin
library.
Hood, Men in Tights.
Yeah, Men in Tights. Yeah, Robin Men in Tights. Like the whole library of the Mel Brooks anthology of everything, and you'd be like, hey, I don't know if a Spaceball 2 is gonna hit the
His
same.
best
Was it
movie
not-
was his best movie was not even a well, it was a dark. It was kind of dark, but it had some funny moments. It was called To Be or Not to Be.
I thought you were gonna say Princess Bride.
No. Princess Bride wasn't a Mel Brooks film, was it?
I
don't
thought
think
it was.
No, I don't think it's Mel Brooks.
He was in it, wasn't he?
But Mel Brooks and Anne Bancroft were together in this movie, and they played a group of theater owners that hired Jewish actors to perform to keep them from being put in concentration camps during World War II. It was an amazing movie.
I think Mel Brooks would be fine with this because his form of comedy, his sense of humor doesn't die. He's the old school guy. Like he's at the point in his life he doesn't care who he offends.
Yeah, well, I'm saying if it's gonna retain the same history of what his comedy is, and it'll be great. But if it deviates from that,
Oh, I'm thinking it was I'm not Princess Bride. It wasn't Mel Brooks. It was Billy Crystal.
is it Mel Brooks?
The scene where he gave him-
yeah.
Yeah,
Have fun storming the castle.
yeah.
You know what?
Was that Bernadette
NMLT,
Peters?
where the mutton is just good and juicy. And that's one person that I've interviewed celebrities in my radio career. I've gone to some press junkets for movies and got to see them before they were released, and I've gotten to sit in those rooms and all the stars of the movies come in, and I've been blown off by more celebrities than because they're just tired of interviewing and they decide to go back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one person I always wanted to interview was Billy Crystal. I even reached out to his publicists and agents and said, I would like to interview Billy Crystal. Well, why do you want to interview him? Just because. And they're like, well, I'm sorry, he's not doing any interviews right now. I said, well, if you ask him yourself rather than answer for him, he might want to do it.
Yeah.
It's never happened.
It's kind of like that that one clip of the drummer from the Beatles,
Ringo Starr.
Paul McCartney.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo.
Ringo.
Paul McCartney.
That audio tape of him of peace and love. From this day on, I am not accepting any more autographs. I am not signing anything else. If you send anything to me, I am throwing it in the trash. Peace and love. Peace and love. Like, Jesus Christ, man. These are your fans. Like, all of a sudden, you're just going to throw away their shit. Not even, just send it back.
My friends paid $700 each to do a meet and greet for some WWE wrestling thing at WrestleMania, this last WrestleMania that was in Las Vegas. And they stood in line with all the other people that paid $700. and they were allowed to stand next to the person. I think it was the Undertaker or something like that. But they were allowed to stand next to him, but they were not allowed to touch him. They said that they gave them a big speech before they went in. They said, due to COVID-19 and all kinds of this, that, and viruses and everything else, you're not allowed to shake hands, fist bump, hug, touch them. And my friends were very, very upset over this fact because one of them knew Mark Calloway, the Undertaker, had lived in Texas and gone to high school with him and everything. I was a couple of years behind him in high school, and they've known each other. They've met, and he goes in there and he can't hug, he can't touch. They hadn't seen each other in 10 years, and the whole thing with meet and greets, and whether it comes to celebrities, whether it comes to musicians, because I've had that happen too. I've met a lot of musicians coming through Knoxville doing concerts, and don't touch them, don't breathe on them,
Yeah. So back in the day, I was doing a lot of stuff with music, and I would go to these DJ conferences, and a lot of them it was put on by the music industry, and a lot of them had their artists that were going to have a record coming out go to these conferences to do meet and greets. And at the time, his name was just Game, not The Game, but the West Coast artist rapper. He was there. You could tell he did not want to be there. He was just like, fuck, I have to be here. Fuck it. Let's get this over with.
I've seen a lot of that too.
Came down to they played one of his single that was going to come out, and everyone starts clapping, just slurping on him just because he's there. That was the best song I've ever heard. Blah, blah, blah. So they did the Q&A after that, and then after that was a chance to take a picture with him. So the first probably 10 pictures he took with people, he was just like not interested, just like looking at the ground, barely looking at the camera, like didn't give a shit. And I think someone finally said something to him, and then he started kind of like perking up a little bit. He sat up, and then he started shaking hands and doing different type of poses with other people and shit. So I've seen that too. It's wild that it's part of the job that they just don't want to have. They think that their job is just to make music, but they have to glad hand. They have to meet these people they don't want to meet.
Yep.
I have to go to South Knoxville and do a live remote. I mean, trust me, from where I'm from, to go to South Knoxville and do a live remote, everybody walks up and wants something for free.
Yeah.
Got any free t-shirts?
But I get it.
Stickers on you?
I'm a nobody. And I still go to like the store for groceries, and I don't want to talk to people either. Just people suck.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Sometimes
Just
it's a vast majority, depending upon where you are.
It's just most of them.
Yeah. So the other day, my town is small, and it's one of those small towns that people have no shame about. Someone in our community page posted, "I don't have a ride to the store. Can someone that lives in blah, blah, blah apartment complex bring me a cigarette? I'm dying for a cigarette. Can someone bring me a cigarette?"
One cigarette.
One cigarette.
I bet some generous person bought him a pack and took it over to him.
I don't know,
probably some fat woman.
I mean, this is Shelbyville, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, at least 1 or 2 days a year, that town is hopping.
Yeah.
The walking horse festival or whatever it is.
Yeah, the
Tennessee walking
the pomp and
horse.
circumstance of that event is just kind of gross to me, because it's so like, you can tell it's just the upper class society of Shelbyville, which is still very, blah. It's just it's very pretentious. It has a very pretentious feeling about the whole thing. Like, why can't you just have a regular horse that fucking walks? Why does it have to walk like it's gay?
Well, and the amount of training and somewhat abuse that those horses have to go through to walk that way. Too.
Yeah, I've heard about that. There were some protesters, I think it was last year or the year before. And people don't like those protesters here.
These are the same people that had the floodgates built around the town, right? Aren't there still floodgates around the town?
Yeah, there's a floodgate. Yeah, it's right near our dam, and right next to that dam is the water treatment facility. But I guess the whole town had there's a history of bad flooding, so they built that. I don't know. It looks like a hydraulic wall on rollers.
What?
It shouldn't be there.
Somebody just presses a button and it goes,
Yeah.
closes with a big loud thud and metal clean.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's going to do anything anyway.
Well, it'll give you 10 more feet.
Yeah. I guess.
It backs up from 10 feet up back, and that gets you it gives you an extra half an hour to run.
I'm glad I'm like 10 minutes outside of that area, so I'll be.
Well, there's a town in Kentucky just north of Knoxville called Pineville, Kentucky, and the whole town is surrounded by a big flood wall. Because
Really?
it's like this, and then Pineville's down here. To get into Pineville, you have to go down. They have a little Jeep gathering there every year, and I went there one year, and I'm like, what are these gates? Oh, wow, these are floodgates. And drove down into the downtown area, parked, and people talked about all the floods that they'd had in the past. And so that's probably why you have your same reason.
Yeah. In New Orleans, all those flood barrier walls that are out there.
That's one hell of a segue, isn't it? We were talking about classic rock music. Now we're talking about floodgates.
Listen, this show has no rules.
There's no boundary. There's no script.
I love it. I love it, man.
We just let the road take us where we want to go.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing though, seeing that gate and knowing that this town has had 100-year flooding type situations. But where I live at, I'm just outside of, I don't want to say town limits because the sign is, I'm just on the other side of the Welcome to Shelbyville sign. But where I am at, it's just further back. We're nowhere near the Duck River. 10 minutes. So I think we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Although we have had a lot of rain this summer.
Everywhere has. I mean, here in Knoxville, we've had since beginning of June, at least 3 days a week it's rained.
We'll set it
Not
our
complaining,
way.
but
Send it our way. We need some rain. We haven't had much.
No, it's been great because I haven't had to water my lawn at all. Like there's been enough water from the sky that I'm just like, fuck it, I'm raveling up the hose. Last year was bad. Like we didn't get any fucking rain.
Yeah.
I had to upgrade my mower. I had to upgrade it from a little, engine behind me snapper type from Cub Cadet to a zero turn with 2 blades because grass just grows like crazy with all this rain.
Mm-hmm.
Not complaining.
I want a rotary mower.
Where the blades turn like this, like a golf course mower.
Yep.
Look up Viking.
They
make home mowers.
The old school
What
Toro
I need to do
used
is
to
look
be
up
like
another. I need to look up another job because those fucking things are like $5,000.
Oh yeah, my zero turn wasn't cheap.
Lawn maintenance is not cheap.
I don't have any grass.
It's inexpensive for you then.
You have scorpions and tarantulas and Gila monsters, so.
Yeah, whatever. Don't worry about those.
But you do live close to Mark Lamb, Sheriff Mark Lamb, the famous Sheriff Mark Lamb.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be nice to get him on this
right behind me.
podcast.
Yeah, you should bring him on the podcast. See if he can bring Frank with him too.
You want to bring Frank on too?
Fridays with Frank. I love Frank. I love watching these videos. And sometimes I've commented on those videos, and Frank has replied. I love it.
Yeah,
he's a pretty cool guy.
They're pretty good reactive. They spend a lot in the community and hang out in the community a lot. So it's cool. Yeah, sheriff's our properties touch. Back of my house is we share a portion of the back wall.
Tip the butt.
Nuts to butts.
You know, I should probably hit up my local department and say, "Hey, have you ever seen
How the Pinal County
Fridays
does
with
their
Frank?
shit? how the Pinal County does their shit?
You guys should monetize your YouTube channel and let me follow you around with my camera, and I'll put it on your YouTube channel."
Dude, that guy. So
Don't do that
when-
here.
What Pinal County, their media guy. That was when they first started doing the sheriff started doing his stuff and started going to getting Frank on to do the Fridays with Frank. That media guy made a ton of money. Like his salary is like
I
he's
bet.
at the post it because he's part of the county. Like that is like the job you want to have. And then he left and went somewhere else, got recruited somewhere else, and I think he came back to be like in overall the marketing in the county now. So he's a good dude. I did
One of the
couple.
chief deputies of the Knox County Sheriff's Department watches this podcast.
Oh, nice.
I recommended it to him because he owns a Jeep, and I said, "Watch this podcast." So, when I was sorry, Wesley, if I offended you, but
Nice. Thanks for watching.
Wesley knows how I feel. We went to high school together. So.
Nice. Yeah. So
Well,
I did
this
some
show
stuff with them.
supports law enforcement, so
100%.
Yeah, we do. We do support it. We will poke fun sometimes at it, but
yeah.
It's the idea is it's not always perfect. We know it's not always perfect. We don't expect it to always be perfect. There's always someone that goes out of line, and it happens. We don't mask that or gloss over that. It happens, and we go, that guy fucked up. Okay, doesn't define everything. It's just bad apple, and there's bad apples everywhere with everything.
You know what I've always wanted to know? I know cops, law enforcement officers in general, eat donuts, but do the gay ones eat croissants?
No, just the holes.
Or Danishes?
They just eat the holes.
the southern gay ones eat fritters. Oh God!
Wait, I eat fritters. Damn.
Apple fritters, like them
You
apple
just-
fritters.
Did you just out me?
I think I just did.
Fritters
Would
and
you like
frittatas.
to take a cantaloupe, cut it in half, keep out the middle, put a little scoop of cottage cheese in there? It's so good, so fresh.
Just a little squirt of lemon,
Yeah, just a little lemon squeezy.
a little bit of a glazing of honey.
Man, I'm sorry Chris isn't here to enjoy all of this.
That's
They
That
make
glaze
fun of him
wasn't-
for just listening to Elton John all the time.
that glaze
Elton
is
John's not
honey. Come on.
bad.
No, but Chris is, Justine has told me a million times what a big fan of Elton John Chris is. And he listens, evidently, the way Justine describes it, Chris listens to Elton John all the time. It's like every time the radio comes on, Elton John, Elton John, Elton John. I don't know how many times I could listen to Funeral for a Friend. I like Elton John, but I just don't know if I could listen to it all the time.
Are we going to have to hire someone to make him a glitter vest, Dodger baseball vest
Glasses.
and glasses?
Oh, the glasses.
Yeah. Get him a pair of Elton John glasses. And have like the Australia flag on the lenses or something.
All right, let me get into the Amazon account here.
Here we go. No, but while you're doing
John,
that,
huh?
I meant to ask you guys this question when we started talking about the music, but Armando first. What do you consider to be classic rock? Name 3 bands.
Classic rock.
Mhm.
I mean, for me, my age, we're talking Eagles,
Okay.
Zeppelin, and so much. I'm gonna go with Steve Miller Band. Is probably my top 3.
All good
But I could-
choices.
But I could probably substitute out Steve Miller Band for Bob Seger and Silver Bullets.
How about you, Gabe?
Bands, not necessarily individuals, just bands.
Bands or individual musical artists that you would consider to be what you think is classic rock.
Hendrix, Stones, Zeppelin,
That's 3.
Eagles.
He can't count.
Keep going if you want to. It's fine.
Let's see. Those just off the top of my head. That's what I would say. The Beatles, obviously. But then, but like we said earlier, there's a gray area where it just starts to cross over with the same bands. So, like, for example, Wings, Paul McCartney, part of the Beatles.
Yeah, it
play,
just goes into
we play
the
Live and
solo.
Let Die on our station by Paul McCartney.
Mm-hmm. Don Henley broke off and did his own thing.
Right. That's also considered, some of it's considered classic rock.
Yeah.
Joe Walsh,
Yeah.
Glenn Frey.
Glenn Frey. What an unmistakable voice. Didn't he have cancer? Is that how he died?
I don't remember, but I know when we saw them play recently, before they did their residency at the Sphere, Deacon, his son Deacon, has taken Glenn's place, and
his son Deacon's playing guitar and
yeah, Deacon sounds
and
just like his dad.
He was right there. Yeah,
And Vince Gill was an excellent fill-in addition to that band too.
Yes, Vince did,
especially when they did Seven Bridges Road. Man, instead of 3-part harmony, it was a 5-part harmony, and it sounded amazing.
Yeah, yeah. We flew to New Orleans to see him, and that was pretty incredible to go out there and see that.
See, I'm a huge fan of Van Halen. Everybody knows that. That's like my number one thing. White Snake, Motley Crue. A lot of these hair bands now are, becoming classic rock staples.
See, I've never been a fan of the hair band.
Poison. And in East Tennessee, Charlie Daniels Band is being played on classic rock stations.
Really?
Yeah.
The song In America and Devil Went Down to Georgia. Just those two songs.
Just those two songs.
Yeah, I might get a lot of shit for this, but I've always thought hair bands were just super overrated, especially Kiss.
Kiss was never really a hair band.
Yes.
Yeah, Kiss was.
They were glam, right?
No, Kiss was just an act. The
Kiss
whole
was
idea
just rock and roll, and
it was just
they
straight
made
rock
it
and roll.
theatrical.
And it was a show. They put on a show for it, and that was. I mean, I remember being 7, 8.
I was 10. My first Kiss show. It was Kiss, Rush, and Uriah Heep. Kiss was the first band on stage. Rush was the second band on stage, and Uriah Heep was the headliner.
Yeah, think about that now.
Because there was a point where
that was 1976.
Yeah. I was like,
there was a point where
now.
Kiss came out with an album or two, maybe, that they didn't have any makeup on.
Well, they had a
83
they did,
was 83 or 85. Can't remember.
They always did makeup, and then all of a sudden they came out where it was the no makeup era Kiss, and that changed. I don't know. It was weird. It was definitely very weird.
Yeah, because seeing them for the first time, and it wasn't Ace Frehley, and it wasn't Peter Criss, it was Vinnie Vincent, and he looked weird. And Gene Simmons, though, meeting him one time was really. I asked him, I said, "Is it cool to take a picture with you?" And he goes, "Of course it's cool to take a picture with you." He was.
You better take 3.
He's a very intelligent guy too. He sat and talked with our afternoon drive DJ for 20 minutes about Greek architecture. I mean, it was really weird. But recently, I think about a year ago, Gene Simmons was doing an interview with Rachel Steele and Christine Stone from Sirius XM on Classic Rewind, and it was him and Paul Stanley. And Gene said, "Kiss has always been Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. Everyone else has just been a supporting player." Which, if I was Ace Frehley or Peter Criss, that would be a kick in the gut right there.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of any responses to that interview, but I mean, you think of all the people that have been members of Kiss.
Yeah, and that's
a lot
kind
of supporting
the point.
players.
That's kind of the point he's making. Yeah, it's the supporting players that it's the change. I get the point of what he's saying, but is that really what you want to be saying?
So much drama in classic rock with all these bands. Like, of course, there's always the drama with Sammy versus Dave with Van Halen.
Right.
That's an ongoing thing. It will never end. The two of them will always have their little snide comments about each other. Sammy can still sing at almost 80 years old. Dave, you're done, Dave. Retire. Move back to Japan. Gain weight. Become a sumo wrestler. That's, don't break a hip.
Right. The surgeries suck.
Yeah.
I'm not that
right,
far away.
Yeah,
We're just about out of time, so I guess we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Missed you, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, what the fuck, man? We're more important than your daughter. You know that.
He probably had to go buy ketchup and Vegemite to keep her happy.
Our podcast takes precedent over your business. Just kidding, man.
And
Well, thanks
and your
for
family.
thanks for asking me. Thanks again for asking me to be on.
Yeah,
This is
no
always a lot
problem,
of fun catching up with you guys.
man. Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Definitely enjoy having you, brother.
Yeah. We'll do it again sometime soon.
Yeah.
Don't know when. Maybe Chris will be here. Maybe he won't. Who knows?
Well, let me know next week. I can do it from the beach. I'll turn my laptop around. You can see the ocean behind me.
Yeah, just rest that thing on your belly.
Yeah, it's big enough. Trust me.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Thank you.